All right. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another edition of Live from Redhook here at the Function House. Tonight, we want to welcome our very special guest DJ, Mr. Ragoza. How are you?
How you doing?
Welcome, man. Thanks for taking the ride down.
Thanks for having me on the show.
Long ride?
About 3 hours.
Oh, no.
That's light work for me.
That's not bad.
Coming down from Massachusetts, right?
Yeah, I do a lot of driving.
Yeah, I mean, you probably travel a lot when you're DJing, right? Every weekend out of Massachusetts.
Yeah, because there ain't nowhere in Mass to spin.
You got to open up a club, man.
There's a couple of spots, but like in my immediate area, like Western Massachusetts, it's just really not a whole lot going on anymore. A lot of clubs shut down. You know, I moved out to Charlotte for like a year and a half, but then I came back to Mass because there's a lot of stuff like in Connecticut that I do. You know, mainly Foxwoods.
So how long's the ride from you to Foxwoods?
Just under 2 hours, which I know it sounds like a lot, but to me, it's like anything that's like under 2 hours is like going to the store for me. I'm so used to it.
I wonder what the miles on your lease is like.
Yeah, I can't lease. Yeah.
So shout out to everybody watching in on Be Real TV. So tonight's actually the first night we're going live on the Be Real TV station for the Live from Redhook series.
Nice.
So
You're the first guest,
You're
bro, so
breaking us
welcome.
in.
All right.
And what better way to break it in than with a very good DJ?
Thank you.
Yeah, man. A lot of people anticipating the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of DJs going to be
pressure.
tuned in.
A lot of DJs
I'm
will
sure.
be tuned in.
I'm sure you work well with pressure, right?
Yeah, I do. Yep.
Cool.
I pretty much put the set together at like 1 o'clock this morning, even though I knew about this for like 3 months, 2.5 months, something like that.
Yeah.
I try to prepare ahead of time, and I don't know. Like sometimes when I prepare ahead of time, I'm just not feeling it, and then it's like that last minute, like under the gun kind of pressure always seems to bring out the best ideas.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Plus, it's fresh in your muscle memory, in your mind. And you're doing it like a couple of days before, right?
Yeah. I mean, I always try to like whenever I do something like this, I try to do some things that I haven't done before that people haven't seen yet. And then I also do like some of my more like signature routines because I always figure like no matter what platform I'm on, there's always going to be somebody who's probably never seen or heard of me. So I want to show them like my best shit too. So
Sure.
so it's like a combination of like new stuff and then like routines that that I more known for.
So what gave you the DJ bug? How did you get into DJing?
I've always loved music. Actually, when I was 5 years old, well, my mom, she was like the singer in a rock band, like a cover rock band. She was like a biker chick back in the 80s and everything. So when she had me, I was born in 87. She had me doing like voice lessons at a very young age. I was 5 years old.
Oh, wow.
And when I got older, like I didn't really remember all the music theory I learned at that young age, but like consciously I didn't remember it, but subconsciously I did. So like I was always like gravitated towards music, you know what I mean? And then like I would just like listen to the radio on the weekends, and I ended up hearing mix shows and everything, and I became fascinated with the art form of like manipulating songs, putting songs together. It just I don't know, I just fell in love with it.
So who was that one DJ that you seen that you said, I want to do this?
Well, I didn't see anybody because where I lived there was like no culture, you know what I mean? But I
There's
heard
no
him on the
YouTube
radio.
either.
Actually, my man right there, DJ KG.
Shout out KG.
What up, KG?
In 2001, there was a station that popped up in Connecticut, Hot 93.7, and he was like one of the first DJs I heard like scratch. Like I heard DJ scratch on records before, but he was the first DJ I ever heard like scratch like in a mix show. And I still remember the record too. It was Rough Riders anthem. He caught the shut 'em down, open up shop. He started transforming shop. Shop. And I'm like, wow, that is so funky. So I just wanted to learn how to do that. I was like 13 at the time, and I didn't even know like where to start. Like I really, but it took me about 2 years. I convinced my parents to get me turntables for my 15th birthday, and I got all the records I heard the DJs on the radio playing. And
They got you 1200s?
no, I didn't even know like I said. I mean, where I grew up, there was zero DJ culture, so I didn't know. Like I knew so little. I remember going to buy records online and seeing 12-inch and 7-inch and thinking, I wonder what size records my turntables take. I did not know anything at all, So, but no, my first setup was called the Newmark Battle Pack. It was like this $300 like.
Oh, yeah. DJ in a box.
Yeah. And you know what? I DJ'd on that for like the first like 4 or 5 years just in my bedroom and everything. Because I was too young to like do any like clubs or whatever, and I didn't even know anybody. I was just doing like house parties and stuff, in high school. But yeah, for like the first like 4 or 5 years, I learned how to DJ on that.
If you could DJ on those, when you get 1200.
When I got 1200s, I was like, woo! It was like smooth
wow,
sailing.
this is so much easier.
It was really easy. Yeah, yeah.
So you must have beat those to death, the Newmark stuff, right?
Well, yeah.
Practicing.
What about your first mixer? You remember that?
My first what?
Mixer?
Well, the battle pack came with like, it was like this little like 2-channel mixer or whatever. But the first mixer I remember like being excited about getting was the Rain 56.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like I got my turntables when I was 15, and I kind of like tried to mimic everything I heard the DJs on the radio doing. Like I said, I had no visual, so I kind of taught myself how to like mix records, how to like do basic like transforming and like backspinning and stuff. I didn't know it was called that. I just mimicked what I heard, you know. And so now I'm like, you know, year and a half, maybe 2 years goes by. I'm like 17 years old, and I'm kind of like feeling myself. I'm like, man, I'm like the best DJ ever. I learned how to do all this shit I hear the DJs on the radio doing. Then another station popped up in Connecticut, Power 104. It's not around anymore, but it was like related to obviously Power 105.
Okay.
And one day I tuned in, and there was a guy on there. It was syndicated. It wasn't live, but there was someone on there named DJ Spinbad.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I almost quit that day.
That was like a reality check, right?
And DJ Drake, who's here, he was on that station too, and he was the first DJ I heard like beat juggle. Like he was, I'll never forget it. It was Biggie kicking the door, and he did this crazy pattern with it, and I was like, what the hell is he doing? Because all I knew was like basic like, you know, backspinning, maybe down to the bar. You know what I mean? But he actually like restructured it and made it sound different, and I didn't know like what it was called, and I didn't know what I heard Spinbad doing. I didn't know like they were called like crabs and flares. I just thought he had like superhuman powers. But hearing those DJs made me aware that there was like more, like there's more to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there was another whole culture revolved around like scratching and beat juggling, you know, which I came to learn, you know, it's called turntablism. You know what I mean? So that's what I learned about like Hubert, Beat Junkies, and the DMC and all that stuff.
So that had to be exciting, right? When you found out, like, wow, there's more to this than what I've mastered.
I thought I, you know, could do everything, but I guess not. But you're never done learning, you know what I mean? Like, no matter how good you are, even like the best DJs in the world, they're still learning, you know, and that's what I love about this art form. It's like, it's endless, like, you know, entertainment for life.
So you came on the scene posting these videos. That's how I came across you. You used to post these like 15-minute routines.
Yeah, they were just like simple mixes and everything. You know, I've actually been like DJing full time since 2011, so quite some time. But it was a struggle before that, you know, because I didn't really have any like popularity beyond my immediate area, which is very restricted, you know.
Yep.
So, yeah, I started just for whatever reason, just posting these like mixes on Facebook, and like, you know, first they would get like 20 likes, 30 likes, you know, and then 60, and then, you know, before I knew it, some of them were getting thousands of likes. Actually, me and KG, we did a Biggie tribute. I don't know if you guys caught that. We did a Biggie tribute about 2 years ago. That was my most viewed video. I think
you did it together.
Yeah, we did it together.
Yeah, I remember
4
that.
turntables.
Yep. I remember that.
Yeah, it had some. I forget how many. What was it, like 5,000 or 6,000 shares or something? It was crazy.
That's great.
Yeah. Yeah, 800,000 views.
That's a great feeling.
Yeah.
Oh man,
that helps to put you guys on the map.
Yeah. And we have like this. I had this strategy where I learned that if you drop videos in the morning, they get more traction. So we dropped the video on, I think it was the anniversary. It was his death, right? Yeah.
March 9th.
March 9th, yeah. And we went to sleep because we dropped at like 5 in the morning, and we went to sleep. We woke up and both our phones were just like blown up. It was a dope feeling.
Yeah, that must have been.
Yeah, so I probably have over 150 videos on my Facebook account, and those videos have done wonders for me, you know.
Yeah, they're really good. I like them.
And
but it's not, you know, it's not just
you've
me.
done some like tutorials too, right? I've seen you do like some scratching.
Yeah,
things
you know, I
And
want to
just recently you did a little like editing tutorial I seen.
I don't know. No,
Was
I
it
don't
recent?
No, I did. I don't think I've ever done an editing tutorial. I did like some scratching tutorials and everything. And I don't claim to be like the best scratcher, but there's certain little like, I don't know, like tips and tricks that I have. Like I see DJs, like I did one recently on like how to do faster chirps, because I see a lot of DJs trying to do like fast chirps, but they don't understand like these minute little things that I pointed them out in the video. I want to do more of those, but my problem is like I have a hard time with like consistency. I like to like, you know, put in like 10 hours of work at a time, whether it be editing or creating routines or making videos. I'll put in like 10 hours of work straight, 15 hours of work straight, and then I don't feel like doing anything for like a week. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I need to like, you know.
Gotta relax the mind.
That's that DJ time.
Yeah, you know. But no, I'm gonna do
mine
more
needs a break.
tutorials like that. You know what I mean? Because people respond well to them, and I love helping out other DJs, man. Like, you know, I remember when I was, you know, coming up, I didn't have anybody to like learn from, and obviously the internet wasn't what it is today. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm gonna do more of those eventually.
So what do you love about the game right now?
What do I love about the game? Honestly, I love the DJ community. Like, there's a couple of bad apples, but overall, like, everybody's so supportive. And like, you know, the success I've had with videos is not like just me. It's like the people who support me. Like,
Sure.
It wouldn't matter if it weren't for them. You know, for the people who like, you know, who share the videos, comment on them. You know what I mean? So I love how the DJ community is so like everybody's supportive of each other, and then also I love how diverse it is, because I'm friends with so many people from like completely different walks of life who I never would have come across otherwise, and these are great people. You know what I
Yep.
mean? Like lifetime friends now. You know what I mean?
Yep.
These are like all my best friends right here. We got J1, DJ Drake, KG. These are like my best friends. I never would have met them if it wasn't for DJing. You know?
No, well, warming up, you guys had like that basketball
Yeah.
around thing going on, like that,
Yeah.
like the line.
So it's like you
Yeah,
go to like a
scratching.
battle, you know, like last week we were at the Yeah battle, and you know, there's just so many different types of people. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And I love that. Everybody comes together, and you know, the DJ on stage does some dope shit. Everybody's like, oh, you know what I mean? It's a very strong bond between everybody. I love it.
So speaking of battles, you took 2 DMC championships, right?
Tampa, Florida, yeah,
Yeah.
2015 and 2017.
That's amazing, man. What was that like?
A lot of practice, you know, and like I was saying before we went live, like I don't try to market myself as like a battle DJ, but like after I heard Spin Bad and how dope he was, I was like, well, he incorporates like battle level skills into his mixing. Why shouldn't I do that? You know what I mean? So like winning 2 DMC titles really meant a lot to me, because I'm more of a party rocker, mixing DJ, but to be able to hang with the in the DMC world. You know what I mean? It's definitely, it's satisfying, It's definitely...
So how long are the sets at DMC?
Well, at the if you go to a regional, you do a 2-minute elimination set, and then they pick... Anybody can like do an elimination set. So everybody gets to do 2 minutes, but then out of everybody who does an elimination set, they pick 6 DJs. And then you do 6 minutes.
And are you limited in terms of what you can use or how you can do it?
Well, I mean... They're sponsored, like DMC in US is sponsored by Rain.
Yep.
So you're probably gonna end up with probably a Rain 72 now or a Rain 62.
Okay.
And Techniques turntables. I mean, you can't really bring any external controllers or anything like that. No dicers, no, nothing like that. There are some people who bring their own mixers. I've seen that before, but I've never seen anybody. Like, it never goes well, and I just don't want to be that guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So whenever I used to be a big Rain guy, but obviously the Pioneer S9 stole my heart, like with so many DJs.
Yep.
So if I'm practicing for a DMC now, I'll just borrow somebody's 62 or 72 or whatever. I had the 72 earlier this year, and I just got rid of that. Yeah. So that's probably like a limitation for me, because I love the S9 so much, but you're not going to be able to use that in the DMC in the US at least.
So you managed by anybody? Any agency?
Not anymore. I mean, there's a couple of management companies that I work with, but I'm not like exclusive with anybody. You know what I mean? I'm pretty much a free agent. I do most of my bookings myself. There are some people who will like throw me bookings every now and then, and obviously they'll get a fee for that. But I can be booked directly.
Yep.
Yeah.
And how if people want to book you, how do they book you?
Most people, honestly, they either I tell people to email me at bookdjragoza@gmail.com, but nobody ever does. They always just message me on Facebook.
Yeah.
So.
I message you on Facebook.
Yeah, everybody does. You know what I mean? So
It's so much easier.
The biggest
Yeah.
network in the world.
Yeah, and I'll just put this out there. Like, when it comes to booking me, like one thing that about like, I guess, I'm not trying to sound like unmodest or whatever, but like, you know, ever since my popularity grew in the DJ world, I think there's a lot of people who want to book me, but they hold back because they think I'm like too expensive. But I'm not at Tiesto rates, just saying. So if you want to book DJ Ragoza, feel free to reach out. I'm sure we could work something out. But a lot of people like assume, like when people like hit me up to book me, they're always like, I don't know if I could afford you, or, you know, this is the budget we're working with, or I don't know. I would love to bring you out here, but, you know, I don't know if we can get the budget for it. You know what I mean? So I think a lot of people hold back, but, you know, I'm not a.
All right, let them be known now.
Yeah, not a rock star yet.
Ragoza DJ for drink tickets. Just
yes,
give him drink tickets.
$50 in a drink tab.
Let's talk about Crate Gang.
Yes,
What's the Crate Gang about, and why'd you start it?
So about a year and a half ago, I started putting out these edit packs where it started as something where I didn't know like how it was going to take off really. I put out like my first pack was like it was like 100 acapella out edits that I made, and I put them in a zip file, and I just built like a basic like WordPress site, and I sold it for $20 just to see what it would do, you know, and it took off. Went
platinum.
Yeah, it really did.
So you made some cash. So now DJ Ragoza can play for free.
Yeah. So I did a couple more packs. I got J1 and Drake involved. They did some packs with me. But the problem I ran into with the packs was that, you know, it was just I don't know anything about web development at all. So, you know, when I got like a lot of traffic and stuff, I was running into issues with that. And then I had like my hosting companies kept trying to shut me down for like copyright issues, you know, because they don't understand that, you know, these are like DJ edits. I'm not like selling music for like regular people. Like these are strictly for DJ use, you know. But, you know, when you don't know anything about web development, you're hosting through like GoDaddy or HostGator or something. They don't know that. They just pull the plug on you, you know. And then on top of that, because I'm like, you know, distributing like zip files, a lot of people were having issues with their zips, and it became just a hassle to do that. And I was like, you know what, this is taking off. People really love my edits and the edits that these guys do. So I have to start something like a legit business, you know what I mean? Like a legit site. So I started Crate Gang, me and my business partner, Matt. And I met him because he booked me at a venue that he owns in Erie, Pennsylvania. And we were out there, like when I went out there, we were just talking, just shooting the shit. And like he mentioned how he was getting into like, wanted to get into like internet marketing and all that, and how he was able to like host privately from his house, and how he had a web developer. By the way, we have a great web developer. Shout out to Patrick. We just communicated on that, and you know, from there we kept talking, and then we came up with the concept for Crate Gang, which basically the concept behind it is, you know, I guess you could consider it like a record pool, but we're not really trying to like market ourselves as a straight up record pool, and we're not trying to like replace like record pool subscriptions, because what we do, we're mainly giving you a lot of versions of songs that you might already have, but we're giving you like more fun ways to play them. Because a lot of DJs who do residencies, you know, you have to play the same stuff every week, but you want to sound different. So we'll give you like, you know, maybe we'll give you like an acapella out of something that you didn't have the acapella for, or like, you know, Drake is really good at making like party intros, like party break intros, you know what I mean? To like play the song like Miss New Booty, right? And you just got like this really cool like hype intro, and you know, J1 likes to dissect songs using stems and everything like that. Like we're doing some really like fun stuff that you're just not gonna find anywhere else. So Crate Gang is mainly about like the tools, you know what I mean? Like giving you things.
So cool edits of songs.
Yeah, but edits with a lot more thought in them, not just like, you know, quick like chops and, you know, stuff like that, like cut and paste and all that. It's like really, we put a lot of thought into what we do, and we're very like tight with our subscribers. We have a private Facebook group where our subscribers can like, you know, request certain styles of music or certain songs that they might want to see edits of. And if we see a suggestion that inspires us, we'll do it, you know? So we're very approachable, we're very accessible.
So so if DJs are sitting with you know, that they want to get on Crate Gang, how do they go about it?
CrateGang.com. It's $30 a month, unlimited downloads, and we add stuff all the time.
And what about the way you choose DJs to be down with like your editing crew?
Well, one thing that I wanted to do is like really motivate everybody who's involved. You know what I mean? And that means paying out as much as we can to our editors. So with that being said, it's like, we're still getting started, so we're not really in a position to be taking any new like paid editors. But if people want to we do have some editors who jumped on just because they wanted to be on board, and we give them a free subscription, obviously. But like, it's one of those things where I don't like being mean to people, but I'm very picky about edits.
Of course, yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Because you want quality over quantity.
yes, definitely, definitely. You know what I mean? So, people can always email me their edits if they want. I do get a lot of people who hit me up, and I apologize for anybody who has been trying to contact me about it. I get so many messages, it's hard to like keep up with it all, you know. But as we grow and expand, we'll definitely be adding more people, as we continue to grow. But we've only been up and running for like 2 months now, and the support has been awesome. Like, our subscribers are so supportive. We love them.
So how many DJs do you have making edits right now?
Well, there's myself, Drake, J1, and DJ Snow. We're all like the main editors, and DJ Soden. I think overall we have like 11 or 12, but not all of them are like full-time editors. Some of them are just like, I more like to call them contributors,
Yep.
So we got a wide variety of like different styles. We have guys like Durso and Explicit who do like EDM stuff. DJ Snow and Johnny Flores, they do like country.
Country edits, I
Yeah,
like that.
and even like Johnny Flores also does he does Christian edits. We have a Christian section on this site.
That's great.
So we're really diverse, but
A lot of time goes into making edits.
a lot of time. People don't understand, like, even like simple edits, like even like a simple intro and outro, if you're putting as much attention into detail as we do, it can take forever just to like make a clean transition from the intro into the song, So
are you the final reviewer on every edit that goes up on the site? Like, is there a process to say like this is good versus it needs some work? Like, how does that work?
I trust my guys for the most part. If there's something that's like, everybody makes mistakes. So if there's something that goes up and it's like fucked up or whatever, like, I'll just let them know, like, hey, I'm gonna take this down. Just fix that, and we'll put it back up. When you work that out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't like review everything that goes up. Especially from the core guys, because I know that they're gonna put out good stuff. If someone new jumps on and they're just like a contributor or whatever, like, then I might, if I don't know them that well, I might have to review their stuff, probation period. Yeah.
Well, thanks for coming down, man. I'm sure we could sit here and talk for a few hours.
We could, yeah.
But we want to get to the music.
Yeah.
So you prepared something for us last night?
1 a.m. Yep,
Cool.
been up since then.
We're looking forward to hearing it. We're going to take a 2-minute break, and we're going to get Ragoza up on the decks. Peace.
Peace.